Welcome to this short documentary about the National Audit Office of Tanzania. The National Audit Office of Tanzania, NAOT, is the supreme audit institution of the United Republic of Tanzania, headed by the Controller and Auditor General, CAG. Professor Musa Assad is the current CAG. Here, he explains on the National Audit Office of Tanzania, its roles and responsibilities.
The National Audit Office of Tanzania is created by the Constitution, specifically Article 143 of the Constitution of the United Republic of Tanzania, originally made up in 1977, but amended as necessary. Specifically, the mandate is that of audit. We audit all government expenditure by way of all central government votes, all local government votes, and all financial statements of government business enterprises. But in addition to that, our mandate also includes verifying that all expenditure of the government is in accordance with the intended purposes as decided by the Parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania. The third important mandate is that of approval of use of the consolidated fund after the Parliament has approved, before the government actually started to spend the money, and that is a controllership function of the National Audit of Tanzania.
Professor Assad says the National Audit Office has the capacity to conduct auditing of any level and any magnitude.
First thing is resources, human resources. We have about 1,100 staff, which are very good staff. 380 of those staff are qualified professional accountants. We have a complete, diverse bunch of experts that can do anything in terms of demands of an audit. So that is one, human resources. But number two, we have very good systems of audit. The only institution in Africa automatically uses TeamMate and audit command language in its work completely. So all our work is based, work papers are all automated. I can sit in my office here and trace all important work that is done by all my subordinates. So that is a very important function as well, the way we can use automation in our work. I think in the international arena, let me say that the first thing we have started to do many years ago is being members of the Audit Commission of East Africa. Tanzania is a long-term member of the Audit Commission, and we audit financial statements of the East African community. But not only that, we also audit financial statements of South African Economic Development Corporation, SADC, and we have been doing that for many, many years as well. So that is the second one. We have also audited the financial statement of the UN, and the UN with a lot of its entities as well. So Tanzania has been a member since 2012, and that 10 years ending in 2018, July 2018. So for 6 years, Tanzania has been a member of the UN Board of Auditors. But more than that, we are very active in the INTOSAI. INTOSAI, the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions. In that organization, we are members of the steering committee of the Working Group on Environmental Audit. We are members of the Working Group on Corruption and Anti-Money Laundering. But we also have hosted in Tanzania 3 working group committees, specifically at Arusha, and we have invited people to come here and to see how beautiful this country is, but also they work very well, and all of those really liked the way we organize our committees and the beautiful nature of this country as well.
The biggest role of the NAOT is to release the national audit reports every year. Before the reports are presented in Parliament to be made public records, they are submitted to the President of the United Republic of Tanzania.
Controller and Auditor General, wewe umewekwa kwa mamlaka ya sheria na katiba. Nataka muende mkakague kweli kweli.
In the National Assembly, the national audit reports are discussed by the 2 oversight committees, which are Public Accounts Committee, PAC, and the Local Government Committee, LAAC, which are led by the opposition MPs. Honorable Zito Zuberi Kabwe and Honorable John Memosa Cheo, who are former leaders of the oversight committees, had this to say about the National Audit Office.
I've been a member of Parliament for 15 years. I've seen this development. There are several audits which are done, by the office. It's not only financial audits. Now we've seen a lot of value for money audits. Books are coming up every year, and they're being appreciated. And I think this office is capable of being rated as a source of oversight, across the world.
For the last 10 years, the National Audit Office of Tanzania has been implementing its constitutional mandate, and the reports have massively increased accountability in the country. And the National Audit Office in Tanzania has been very instrumental in fight against corruption. It has conducted a number of special audits that led to massive reforms in our public finance systems, and due to that, Tanzania is compared to other African countries. So we have seen a transformation of the National Audit Office in Tanzania, increasing its efficiency and its effectiveness in public finance, and it can conduct such kind of duty anywhere in the world.
The National Audit Office is working hand in hand with all ministries, departments and agencies. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance, Dr. James, and Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Professor Adolf Mkenda, have this to say about the National Audit Office.
Talking about the Office of Controller the Auditor General is very important to us as a permanent secretary from the Treasury. I'm overlooking all resources and the spending to all the entire government. Then I will need to follow up to make sure that there is value for money. So the Office of the CAG will need to assist. As we know that constitutionally the office is independent, but ourselves in the government, we need also to make sure that all the resources in the government are properly used. So the Office of the CAG to the government is very, very important.
We are also very proud because National Audit Office is involved in auditing our missions abroad, all over across North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. But we are also very proud actually because National Audit Office has gained international recognition. It has been involved in auditing United Nations systems, UNDP, UN Women, and some other agencies of the United Nations, such as peacekeeping forces, which we are very proud of because it shows that our National Audit Office is not only important within our country, but it proves that it carries its duties at international standards. National Audit Office is also involved in various auditing activities within Southern African Development Communities, which is multi-country organization bringing together 16 countries. And also we have East African Community where National Audit Office is involved in various auditing activities. So we are very proud of the office.
National Audit of Tanzania has won several awards due to its competence, experience and integrity, as well as reputation in the area of national auditing using international standards. CAG Professor Assad mentions some of the awards.
These three are related to performance audit, and this is a division which is, in my view, the most capable division in the National Audit Office. It is excellent engineers, it is excellent lawyers, a lot of people who are very, very good in the audit of performance in all organizations. Now, every year, Africa, the Supreme Audit Institutions of Africa as a group invites reports and they compete them, evaluate them, and then they give awards. We got the first prize for the best performance audit in 2010, which is this one here. We got the same prize in 2014, and we got exactly the same prize in 2016. So we are recognized across Africa as one of the leaders that excel in the audit of performance areas. And this one here is a special one for us. It was given again in 2013, the Best Managed Organization Award. So our peers recognized the National Audit Office of Tanzania as the best managed organization in 2013. And that spirit has continued. The same spirit has continued. I'll say this prize was going to be given again, maybe in 2017. Most likely we will win again.
To conclude this documentary, Professor Assad has this to say.
It's a joy for me to work here. It's a very good organization. The nature of interaction among its people is very good. The relationship between me and my subordinates, excellent. People don't wait until things go wrong You will be told that something is not right very, very early on, and corrective measures are taken without attaching blame to anybody. And that is a very good environment for people to work in, and we encourage that kind of environment. As a result, our reports are taken very, very seriously by our stakeholders, and we are very happy about that.
Thank you for watching.